Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Count Cristoton and this is our wonderful Cities Skylines campaign. Thank you for joining me. We are going to build our very first proper industrial sector, the strawberry sector, in which we're going to do some oil stuff. And look, there is a freaking production queue. That's so cool. So you build, first off, you pick which the sector is by putting a main building in. So we put an oil industry main building in, which then allows us to build all this other stuff. So we're going to extract stuff with oil, which means we extract oil. So oil is obtained by oil industry extractor buildings and by zoned oil industry. You can import it, and you can just export raw oil for money. Or you can turn it into petroleum and plastics. And these cannot be imported. You have to produce them locally. If you want a petroleum and a plastic supply, you have to do it locally. And then you can export them for money, install them in warehouses, or you can use unique factories to turn them into consumer goods, which you then sell or export. You can export them for money again, or you can sell them. So Meadow Hell is going to start selling plastic and oil-based products based in our very own strawberry sector. How cool is that? So first off, we're going to need some roads down here. One option is to actually connect it directly into the highway. And I feel like maybe having an oil export business that goes directly to the highway makes sense. What I don't want is my workers going on the highway, though. So I think to start with, we're just going to say the people that work here are going to be from the town centre, not from Shoreside Place. Shoreside Place, they work in the offices, they work in Meadow Hell. The people over here, they're going to be coming from the centre. So what we're going to need is a tube line coming down here, which is going to want to be curved because it's pretty. Unfortunately, I can't go that way, so I guess I'll curve it quite sharply out like this, and then down again like this. Where is it? Okay, here it is. Strawberry sector. Well, let's build some roads down here first. We're going to want probably one main thoroughfare road, if I had to guess. Just going to be a simple road all the way through, like this. And then on that road, we're going to have our subway station. So that's our objective. Something like this. Yeah, that fits together nicely. So there we go. We kind of meander over here. Nice. I kind of like that. So this is the strawberry line, which goes here to here and back. Nice and simple. This is the strawberry line, and the strawberry line is black. Nice. So we should get quite a few people coming down here to work. And now we have a road, which means, dun dun dun, right next to the tube station. Here it is. Boom. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you very much. Strawberry sector has reached level 1. The following buildings have been unlocked. A small oil pump, an oil sludge pyrolysis plant, and a small crude oil tank farm. Okay. What do you mean don't notify me when they level up? Of course I want to be notified when they level up. Thank you. So you level up individual sectors now, and they can get specific building unlocks in that sector, which I really like as a mechanic. So in this sector, we are gonna need either connection to a railway, or like, oh, that could be fun. How about we try and export and import? How about we try and export our goods via a port? Like we're sending off our oil along with our horrible toxic sludge. Speaking of our horrible toxic sludge, let's at least dump it slightly further down river, and I will increase my amounts of those somewhat. Okay, and let's delete. First off, we don't need these. I should have just moved them really, but oh well, no big deal. Go away. And power lines. Nope. Go away. Good. Now we are still going to want power lines running along this coastline. Going down to our new one. Going along the coastline. Good. And now let's set up a working port here. And that's going to handle the importing and exporting of the heavy goods to avoid us having a traffic problem here. So, we're going to need a port. A ferry depot. No, I don't want a ferry depot. I want a working port. Oh, a cargo harbour. We have to be much, much larger to be able to actually do that. Darn it. Okay, we have to have 36,000 population before we can do that. Okay, that's not going to work. So I guess we are going to have to try and mess around with the highway, which is not something I'm at all comfortable with. Because I've always been terrible at building on-ramps and off-ramps and stuff like that. Never mind. So, you, strawberry sector, now we can build... So, oil pumps, which presumably have to be built, yeah, needs to be placed on an oil field. Okay, so you have to build it on an oil field. So, that is still counting. Okay, but then this one, what does this do? Okay, this turns oil into, like, fuel oil, basically. Makes petroleum, yeah, okay. Needs to be placed inside the industrial area. It doesn't need to be placed on the oil. So, it's possible that we should place these, like, further out... away from the like rich oil where we actually just want to be extracting it. Yeah, so maybe we wanna grow the strawberry sector out this way a bit. And then in this section that's not actually in the oil patch, this is where we're gonna put down some of this industry. And these cost a lot. They have upkeep, but they produce 4,000 units per week. So we'll see how much 4,000 units per week is. I'm going to build, you know, just start small. Build 2 of these. And we're going to build some pumps, like, right around here. Well, actually, you know what? Let's not make this place absolutely dire. We will have a couple of parks just around the central bit to make it a little bit less completely dystopian. Yeah, something like that. It's not going to be like a big park effort or anything. Just a little bit to do something. Just to give it a little something, you know. Alright, you guys can come down here. We're going to want a nice vertical pipeline. So we can do this. It's a good thing we've got a good income, by the way, because this is a big industrial investment that we're making right now. It's going to cost a lot to fit out all the services this place is going to need. Okay. There we go. Now it's going to need power. Now, to start with, I'll just run a line straight up here. Big long line all the way across. Okay. And now they're powered. Good. These ones aren't. Yeah, so I guess for now, actually, we'll keep these over here. So for now, let's try and keep it like simple in our heads. So we want, you know, we're extracting oil here. How much do we extract, by the way? 4,000 units per week. Okay. And what do you consume? Production rate is 0 at the moment. Okay, fair enough, because it's got no one working there. Multiple problems. Yes, yes. You... Tell me your use rate, your max use rate. Well, its production rate is 4,000 units. Should we assume it therefore uses 4,000 units? In which case we are going to have enough oil. Okay, you have not enough raw materials. These are operating. Apparently it does have workers. They haven't shown up yet, but I'm guessing they're on their way along the metro. Let's see, are they? No one's on their way yet. Let's see, do we have a backlog? No, we can get people running in both these directions simultaneously. Good. And up here, are we doing better now? Yes, we don't have a... Oh, we did actually then have a backlog. These guys are having to wait. But not for very long. Yeah, that's not too bad. I think that's acceptable. And how's the traffic up here? Now we added in the heavy industry. Sorry, the heavy residential. It's not that bad. It's getting a little bit worse around here. That's a traffic light stop. No, 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 no. No traffic lights in my city. that you should be giving way there. No traffic light stops in my city. On this one, you give way there. Good. Well, so, yeah, no, not too bad a traffic problem. So, let's just continue to meet our rising urban demand with new housing out here. Because there's probably, I mean, we could put a bit more in the town center as well. Let's do that. Spreading it out a bit, I think, is fine. A fine approach. I want to keep that bit not very large, so let's put some down along here instead. That's a lot of new housing that we just installed. That should crush our current demand. Okay, so this place, obviously it's going to become polluted. Okay, it is using it. So it uses 400 per week. Where are the trucks going once they've picked it up? Just back here. Okay, currently they have enough storage. Where are they? Where are you going? What's your plan, my dude? He's just driving. He's trying to drive to the Friendly Neighborhood Park. Or is that one of these? This is the Friendly Neighborhood Park. No, none of those are the Friendly Neighborhood Park. Alright, you don't have enough buyers for your petroleum. Can I refine your petroleum further, though? Like, what's this? Crude oil storage. Okay, so this just stores a bunch of crude oil. We should probably have one of those as well. Just in case we like, start overproducing or whatever. So here's our industrial. Industrial areas can be created. Yes. Okay, I think I understand this all. Raw materials can be imported or gathered locally. Raw materials can be exported, sold. Unique factories produce luxury goods, which can be exported. Okay, so we need some unique factories. Like maybe these. Petrochemical plant. Basically for polymers and goods like plastics. Waste oil refining. Cracker. Plant. Large farm. Storage cavern. Industrial oil storage. And an oil industry fence. I don't think we need fences. But where do I actually turn it into a product that I can sell? Oh, I bet it's just a normal industry factory. An industry zoning area inside this zone. I bet that's what it is. Let's see. Right, and now we're doing this, by the way. Yes, I am going to de-zone this whole area. Like, no more industry over here. Boom. Let me devastate the local job market. There we go. Good. All the industry is going to move. We're going to do it all over here instead. So build me some industrial buildings. But it might need an outside connection before it'll start doing that. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to try and work with the motorway. So, we're going to need some slip roads. What is this? 2-lane highway? Highway ramp is what we need here. So people need to get here, people need to leave here. Do we need to have them leaving and entering in both directions? Not really. Because, well, maybe we probably do. So, curves, your friend here. We're going to want something like this to start with. Maybe I want a sharper. Maybe like this is the way to do it. No, it's not curving how I expect. I guess that's the closest it can get. But yeah, you guys come off like this. And then you guys come off kind of similar, but we're going to have to raise this. So it, you know, I guess I have to bring it off the other side and then loop it round. That should work fine though. Like if I bring it off here, like this, and then try and loop it round like this. Got to get that pillar placement right. There we go. And then bring it down. Let's keep that curve being nice and consistent. Then bring it down here to kind of join up with the initial one. Good. It's got to go a bit further down. Oops. Okay. And then these two meet. Like, is that how I want to do that? And then they meet like this. It's a really janky angle. About like this. Okay. It's a bit less janky. Okay. Like I told you, I'm really bad at this. So they join off there. And then they just go like that, basically. But we'll probably want to bring this road to them a bit more. Or I suppose I now move them into a 2-lane highway. A one-way 2-lane highway. Those don't exist. So just like this. Those are so wide, though. I suppose I do just keep it a highway ramp all the way here. Is that what I want? It's so ugly. And then we need the same thing, but in the other direction. So, you guys... But, sorry, but going back on is what I mean to say. So the first one, the close one is easy. You just do, you know, this. The far one, we have someone coming in at about the same point, but they get lifted over it. It's not wanting to facilitate that. We could try going under on the other way. What do you mean space already occupied? I guess I have to start further back. Yeah, okay. And then we can curve this round. Well, I mean underground, it doesn't matter how it looks. And then goes over here. And then rejoins up here. That looks so much neater. Let's make the other one underground as well. And I have no idea if this is going to be at all, like, traffic efficient. Almost certainly no. But we have to start somewhere. And then this can just go straight round. And then come back up like this. God, that looks so much better. Okay. And now this comes off here and goes here, basically. But I want to kind of neaten this up a bit. So you go there. And you go there. But we can't do that because this is being dodgy. Okay, so to fix that, we have a short bit of one way in each direction. There we go. And then that feeds here. Like that. This feeds to here. And this feeds to here. Okay, we have an on-ramp, an off-ramp. And somehow, we're going to manage to do this with no accidents. With no traffic light. Good. Okay, something like that. That looks okay. What is this? What is this dead end thing? Is it underground? Oh, I never brought this one up. Whoops. So let's grab that. And like that. Yeah, with perhaps a slightly smoother one. There we go. Good. Look, there's still a dead end underground apparently. What? Ah, it's in the wrong direction. Fair enough. Can't rightly disagree with you there. So you need to come down like this. Can't quite make it from here. Now I can make it. Good. Okay. And yeah, that is so much nicer than having it going overground. So now we have some people. You know, this guy, what are you doing? You're a tractor. Returning to facility. Which facility? Somewhere off-world. Okay. Off-world. This place. Oh, look, those are sprung up. Okay, so this... Is this a specialized thing? Ready to wear limited. Ice cube factory. Now, I was hoping for specialized oil industry. So you'll pardon me if that's not quite what I was after. Water availability right now is way down. Okay. Because the water pumping station has no power. Probably because I broke the power connection somewhere. Or we just have a shortage. We just have a shortage. And the shortage is getting worse because this thing's out of power. God, our money is tanking. Okay. So we throw down another one of these. And then all our problems go away. Because suddenly we have enough power. And then having enough power means we should have enough water. But we don't. So we're going to need to pump some more out here. No, it's just because of the power here. Alright, so give it a second. Give it a second. We have enough electricity, I swear to you. So what is wrong with my power lines? We've got such a tiny amount of money right now. Oh, this isn't connected to anywhere because we took down the industrial. There we go. And now, blah, 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 blah. All the problems are solved, and then all the water's solved too. Good, okay. And suddenly we're back in the green. Oh, God. We're dangerously close to bankruptcy there. Okay, so down here, we have our heavy trucks coming in and out. This janky little thing. I mean, it's not a problem yet, but I suspect it will be. So how do I... This is not what we wanted, you know, ice cube factory or whatever. We could, of course, you know, just fill this need for industry with more offices, which I think I will do a bit, because I do want a thriving office heartland in the city here. So let's put some more offices in here. But how do I get specialized factories? No, sorry. I tore you down, and I actually want you to stay down. I guess, or how about, okay, I build industry, and then in the zone, I click on the zone. Oh, God, not like that. Ah, what have I done? Okay, fix that. I click on the zone, and I say, okay, here we go. Oh, this is interesting. We produce 9 barrels, and we use 8 barrels to make petroleum, which make 9,000 gold. Cool. Produce resources until next level, and workers until next level. Interesting. Okay. We're currently outputting no barrels of just plain oil. We're outputting petroleum. Okay, and we're making a bunch of profit. Nice. But how do I don't want to output it like that. Improved logistics. Improves the storage capacity, but makes them more expensive. Increases workers' health, costs a bit per worker. Improves his output, but also increases upkeep. Interesting. How do I actually build the specialized buildings? Maybe it's one of these other ones. Unique factories. Okay. Okay, but I have to unlock them first. So I would, let's say I would like a household plastic factory. Okay. Requires petroleum and plastic special goods. Okay. We don't have plastic special goods yet. But I think I can make them. No, not yet. Okay, so we need this place to level up, basically. So for now, let's permit it to have standard industry, as well as the petroleum stuff we've got going on. But let's also ramp up the level of petroleum stuff we've got going on. So we're going to lay down... but this is about the right ratio. What is the correct ratio? Let's take a look here. Strawberry sector. So each of those is producing about 4.5 barrels, and each of these is using 4. So it's basically 1-to-1. We'll go with 1-to-1 for now. I will move them onto the opposite side of the road. No, that actually makes it incredibly difficult to deliver to them. We'll move them down a bit. These things employ a lot of people. We might be able to... Yeah, actually, let's see if we can just do away with normal industrial zoning with this new industry feature, because we might. So, build two more of those. These are really expensive, I'm remembering now. We don't actually have enough for another small oil pump. That's fine. We're making money hand over fist right now. If we look. So, industry is making us no money. Where's my industry income? Here it is. Okay. It's not actually ticked up yet. All our revenue is just coming from huge housing. I'm gonna raise the tax on these. See if they start complaining about that yet. Look at our profit. Just soar. No, it's actually declining. That's going back up again. Okay, so what about industry? We're expensing a bunch. So far, we've made no income. Why is that? Well, first off, these aren't powered right now. Fix that. Okay. Now, we've got some more money. Give me some more oil pumps. We've got 4 of those things now, so let's go with 4 oil pumps. So now, the strawberry sector, currently producing 10, employing a bunch of workers, which means we are meeting some of our demand for jobs. Obviously, it's a very expensive way to meet the demand. It says I should be producing this money, but I'm so far, there we go, okay. Profit, income, I'm making a fair amount now. Good. 6% of our profits are coming from this now. Excellent. Yeah, slightly increased taxes there. In here, but I don't think that's actually relevant because I don't think I'm making income off this. So I think it's because we have so little going on here. We're not getting a great deal in the way of actual income because it's infrequent, basically. As this zone increases in size, our profit will become more stable, I think. Maybe, I mean, what's the upkeep on this thing? It's 24 a week, nothing. So what if we just extracted a bunch of oil and then sold it all? Like, we're currently on balance. That's right, good. Well, actually, no. Why don't you empty? So you're just going to market, right? Exporting oil products. Yeah, okay. So let's just, for a bit anyway, why don't we just rip the oil out of the ground and then sell it at vast profit? I suppose the problem with that is you make less profit per oil, and the oil does run out. We're using 288 a week right now, and there are only 379,000 units. I feel like we could make a short-term absolute killing just ripping the oil out of the ground. And this is employing people. You know, we need 18 workers. And it's upgraded this place. Nice, which means we can then do plastics factories, petrochemical plant, oil industry workers, barracks. Ooh, interesting. Gonna need to make some money for that first, though, which is okay, because we're going to sell a bunch of oil. Look at that, up to 8% when we're actually selling it all. Nice. Right, well, obviously, a little bit of a problem here. This thing is set to empty. Obviously, these guys are still consuming some. So, yeah, when we actually do export it, we're making pretty decent income. Nice. So, next. Have we unlocked one of those unique factories now? Yes. The plastic household factory. But first, we need some actual plastics. So what is this? The workers' barracks increases the work efficiency of workers in the industry area. Each building increases the work efficiency by 5%, up to a maximum of 100. Auxiliary buildings need to be placed inside the industrial area. Okay, well, I guess we can have the auxiliary buildings on this side of the street to start with. Create some noise pollution. That's fine. So now we need, what's this? A small oil drilling rig. Okay, this produces 6.4k for 40. And this produces, that seems like a bad... it takes less water, though. Obviously, and water costs money. It employs less people per oil drilled. Well, I'm kind of happy with the ones I've got right now, honestly. So this one is a petrochemical plant, which actually makes plastics. Okay. So stop exporting the oil. Go balanced. It's actually almost full, even on empty, even when we're trying to empty it. What are you up to? Not enough raw materials? We've got loads of oil over here, though. We're storing hundreds of barrels of the stuff. So we're having some problems with traffic there. But these guys should be dropping it off here. No? How is traffic, by the way? Getting a bit problematic in the centre of Meadow Hell. Fair enough. And some of these places are becoming abandoned. Probably being made redundant by the heavy industry versions, which is understandable. Let's replace them then. Good. Shoreside Place is still doing nicely. These things should be, yeah, highly upgraded now. Getting better and better. What's the average price up to? 44. I expect to see it do better than that. The Evergreen residents are upgrading as well. We do need a university. Maybe in the short term, we should just give this area its own university. Just to make this place really crank it on property prices. Yeah, go on. In the long term, this will expand into a whole like zone. But for now, go ahead and have your very own university. You're welcome. Now, down here. Right, all these things. Right, we're currently not recycling. That's a problem. I'll move the recycling plants closer in, I guess. I don't have the money for that. Fair enough. Let's just make some money for a second then. Okay, you guys can move. No, so this is a police station. We do need a police station down here. And a fire station and all that good stuff. Police station, here we go. So let's plop that down here. What's this? Just another small playground. Well, you guys up here on the end could always do with some more playgrounds. So pop that down there. And another small playground. Yeah, the guys on the end of the line look like they could use one. There we go. Any other problems in here? Not really, except that all of these roads are now taking up valuable money being spent on them that we don't need to. Tear all that down, and the bus route that comes out here can consider itself terminated. The Indy line can go away. Yes, I'm sure. Good. And we don't need this. We don't really need this either. Good. These things are full. Ideally, I'd like them to be emptying. We have the garbage capacity processing status to handle that. So you guys just empty for me. Empty building to another facility is not working. Maybe these will automatically empty it. Right now they're not processing the amount that I'd like to see. Why aren't they emptying into these? Have to turn it off to empty it? Well, one way we could kind of at least move the problem is building some garbage sites over here. And that way we would free up some space, which means I could now empty these. Empty them. And then these ones, I don't want them to fill up. So what I'll do is I'll let these empty into these. And we're going to build a temporary service road to facilitate that activity. And which they're not going to use. Probably because they set off before it was built. Yeah, there we go. And they do appear to be emptying into these now, partly. Or are you all making this turn to go into this one? Look at these little conga line guys. Alright, that is a problem. But it's a short-term problem. So we're going to empty these. Good. Congratulations, it's level 3. Nice. Efficiency plus 13%, pollution down 20%. Large oil pump, the toy factory, and the industrial oil storage. So we can now build one of these bad boys. No, that's the cavern. So industrial oil storage stores huge amounts. And also it lets you export more because you have more trucks available. What I really want, though, is plastic production. Petrochemical plant, exactly. And I'll put that over on this side of the road. And we'll get 2 of those. And then we want a special building on a household plastic factory, because we'll be producing both of those things. These guys are now running. Obviously, this is not what it's going to look like when we've finished. It's just a, experimental version. And we're making bank from exporting all this oil. How much are we using per week now? Lower, actually. Hey, we got small city. Nice. Which gives us small business enthusiast, big business benefactor. High business commercial buildings double their sales. Wow, that seems really good. We can ban high rise if we want. We can do industrial space planning. Doubles the amount of goods produced by zoned industry buildings. Cool. Oh, we can have monorails. Cool. We can do multi-platform end stations. We can do a train station, a cargo train terminal. Monorail station, a hydro power plant. Cable cars. A yoga garden, all kinds of cool stuff. Nice. Alright, and these are all still the same. Yes, okay. Cool. So, hydro power plant. Is this map suitable for a hydro power plant? It would produce quite a lot. I would like a dam. And one thing we could do is some serious terraforming to make our dam more viable, which could be fun, right? If we buy this area and build up these hills and then put a huge dam. I like that idea. Okay, so speeding things up again. This area down here is going pretty well, I'd say. We do have some not enough raw materials, which I think is probably because we're exporting here. Like, we're producing... Like, there needs to be a use rate somewhere. Like, it seems to say... Yeah, so we produce 66... So, yeah, it's just because some are going to output. Like, can I prioritize going over here? Somehow? Doesn't look like it. I feel like advanced automation, 10% output, 10% upkeep is worth it. Because you're getting the same upkeep with upkeep... Sorry, same output with the same workers. Which seems pretty good. Yeah, I don't know how to say, like, stop exporting. I think it will happen naturally over time, is my guess. So we now do have plastics being made, which means we can make some consumer goods. A toy factory. Oh, we can make even more complicated things. We give it a household plastic factory. Household plastics are renowned for their durability and practical design. The household plastic factory requires petroleum and plastic special goods for the manufacturing of household plastic goods. Okay, so we'll lay down one of those right here, opposite the production. And yeah, it's going to have some problems with resources for a bit, but once it stabilizes, that'll be fine. And yeah, we are reducing our output because we're now putting more towards these things. I like how it measures it in tons here and barrels here. It's interesting. Okay, and now they have enough. Good, so it's operating. Production rate is 100%. We're making plastic products. Look. Look, it's going. It's using it. That's so cool. Okay, and this is the market value, right? So if we'd sold them, we'd be making way less money. Very nice. Can we support 2 of those? Oh, you can only have 1 of those. Okay. Ah, that's interesting. The only ability to only have 1 of each special factory is going to be interesting. Okay, a balanced warehouse. Yeah, we probably want a warehouse as well. And do I designate what it keeps? Storage mode. Balanced. Storage. Fill resource. You should store plastics. So we have something to store our... and stay balanced, yeah. So we have something to store our oil here. We should do something to store our petroleum, I guess, as well. Do I put that in, like, one of these? Is that one of the options here? Yes, you store petroleum in a warehouse. Okay. So we'll have a petroleum warehouse over here. And then each of those can feed into our factory in the middle, producing our plastics. Nice. Okay. And we're short... How can you be short on stuff? Not enough natural resources. Oh, God. Okay. We put so many pumps down. The total amount available in the world is still pretty high. We actually devastated the oil available just here. So it looks like oil... I'm not so sure about oil as a long-term prospect, guys. I'm going to make an earth-shattering revelation. Maybe one day the oil will run out. So let's... move some of these guys. I know. Leftist nonsense. Let's move these guys and spread them out a bit. The ones that have actually run out. And we're going to need to collect every bit of this oil. We're going to need to spread out. If we spread out, obviously, we'll drain it less quickly. So we'll do that to start with. And then we'll put some little service roads in. Out to grab the rest of the oil as well. Good, good, good. There we go. Good. And then we can start moving them out here as necessary. Okay, with these guys out here, we should get, yeah, once again, we've got full oil production. Let's put in some bigger wells as well. Like a mining rig can go out here. And here. And then we can put one of those here and here. Really drain the area. Nice. These ones down here, further down, don't have power, so we will run a power line down to fix that. And this one also needs connection. Okay, good. That should hopefully give enough oil output to start all these guys working again. But this guy's still working, so that's all good. This is the market value that we're interested in. Making less profit now. It's strange that it doesn't show the plastics in this calculation. Like, we're just talking about the primary products. But of course, I'm really interested in the tertiary products. Sorry, the primary and secondary are being shown there. I'm interested about the tertiary products as well. Huh. Alright, you guys still emptying. These ones are filling, but not very fast. Mostly because some of it's probably going out to these. Good. Okay, traffic is getting a bit worse. Yeah, this central area is getting pretty busy. Looks like our workers are busily being ferried back and forth from down here, though, so that's good. And there we go. We now have, well, yeah, as soon as I say that, of course, pretty much got full oil extraction now. You can go out here to fill that little gap in the middle. Yeah, so there's lack of oil for them. Well, maybe we should... Yeah, let's drain this oil. And then, before we build there, since oil is a limited and, you know, pretty, you know, financially lucrative resource, we'll pull that out of the ground into big storage containers that we have down here. And then we'll build in this area. But first, we should extract the natural resources. All right, but all this and more in future episodes. Thank you very, very much for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. It helps out a great deal. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.